On June 19, 2014, Housing and Urban Development HUD Secretary Sean Donovan announced the second round of grant awards totaling $140 million to nearly 900 homeless assistance programs across the nation. After 11 years of funding our transitional housing program, A Better Way was not funded for 2014-15. In spite of our contacts to HUD, we have not been advised to these why we did not receive funding. This is a devastating situation. HUD has the money. I don't know why they won't give it to us. I called, I have asked, we did qualify. We've went to all of their workshops and they said that permanent supportive housing was going to be funded. Well, we went from transitional housing to permanent supportive housing, and I've called. Her name is Anna Olivia. I've called her. I asked her what was going on. She has not replied. So I do not know what's the holdup. We have appealed. We have contacted Senator Feinstein, Senator Boxer, Governor Brown. None of them have gotten back in touch with me. As a matter of fact, Governor Brown's office said it wasn't their problem. I don't know why. These are residents of California. It should be his problem. But his office, which the guy's name was Adrian, he said it was not his problem, their problem. It was everybody's problem. And I said, well, these are people who vote here. They are your problem. They are residents of California. And he said, well, it's the city, it's the county, it's federal, it's everybody's problem. And I said, well, if you can't make I said, if the governor will not make phone calls, maybe he can give us the money. I said, to keep these women and children in the program, in the housing. I said, they're going to be homeless. And he said, well, that's not the governor's problem. So, oh well, it's not the state of California's problem anymore. It's not anybody's problem. And don't even ask me about Senator Feinstein and Senator Boxer, because I haven't even heard from them. It's a 90-day turnaround there. So we don't know what we're doing. We're at our wits' end. Our supervisor, Robert Lovingood, is working on the problem. Congressman Cook is working on the problem. At least they have responded to us. They are working to get our funding back. They are working to find some solution. We don't know what we're going to do because these women and our children are going to be homeless. We do need the funding, and we do have a success rate. We have never, ever been written up by HUD. Never. Never have we gotten a bad report. As a matter of fact, 70% of our women go on into permanent housing that have went through our agency. 211 people in 3 years have gotten permanent housing through our program. We put them on a budget. They set goals. They meet with a case manager twice a week. They stay in touch with us. We go and check on them. We were there. We played their rules. We did everything by the book, and they still didn't fund us, and they won't give us an answer. And yes, we have appealed. We have appealed, but they still will not talk to us. And there is a video that this Anna Olivia is talking where she said all Tier 1 will be funded, and we were in Tier 1, and they did not fund us. We don't understand what happened, but we only know that we only have a few days before these women and children will be homeless, and we don't have the money. We don't have the means to put these women anywhere else because we just don't have HUD paid for all of this. We were in the top 11 to be funded, and we did not get funded. That's what we're trying to tell people. HUD paid for all of the transitional housing for our women and children. They don't pay for our shelter. They don't pay for our outreach. They pay for the transitional housing. That's what they paid for. They paid for our apartments. The high desert area for 24 years. So we are not a fly-by-night agency. I've been doing this for 20. As a matter of fact, I am the founder of this agency. We have been here. We're we're known by the people. People know us. We're known all over the county, and in the high desert, people respect us. Like I said, we are desperate. We need your help, please. I can relate to, because years ago I was a victim of domestic violence. I lived with an abusive husband for 16 years. That's why I started A Better Way. There is a better way of life, and this is what we tell our women. There is a better way. You do not have to live with an abusive husband. We know that. And for these women to become homeless again, and to maybe go back to an abusive man, to have to go back to what they left, it is so unfair to them. And they have put their lives in our hands, women and children. We have babies that are 3 months old, that they were just born, that went into our transitional house. And these women and children are going to be homeless. And this is so unfair to them. We are not dealing with just the homeless. We're dealing with victims of domestic violence who have restraining orders, who are still in hiding. And their lives are at risk. Their lives are in danger. We still transport these women to the courts. We still take them for supervised visits. They still need us. Victor Valley Domestic Violence, A Better Way. We are doing a good job. We are trying to help women and children. We don't want to ever see women and children on the streets. That's not our goal in life. We want to help all victims of domestic violence, and we want to have them to have a better life. That's our purpose in life, is to help them. And we just don't know what we did wrong. We don't know why HUD didn't fund us. And we need to focus on how to keep these women and children in the apartments safe, because it's all about location, where they're located. They can't be just scattered everywhere. It's about transportation, where they're at. They can't be just put everywhere either, because they need, a lot of them come to us without cars. A lot of them, they have to be close to the transportation system, to schools where their children can go to school, to like I said, the public transportation where they can go and get on the bus, the public transportation where they can go to the doctor, where they can go buy groceries, where they can take their children to school. They have went through our shelter. They do not need to go back into shelter. That's not the answer. They have went through the shelter. They've done everything that has been asked of them. We have at least 8 or 9 of these women who have enrolled in college classes. They are going on with their lives. They're bettering themselves. In the last 3 years, we have had 211 families become permanent. They have went into permanent housing. They have went on to better themselves. They have jobs now. They are working. Some have become nurses. Some are continuing their education. They are going to college to become teachers. We have a good success, and HUD even said that over 73% of our women are a success. We have proof that this is what is happening to our women who come through our transitional housing. I don't know what more they want from us. We are a good agency. Just get in touch with your Congress, your governor, whoever can help us, and ask them to please put pressure on Congress, because it is in Congress' hands. They are the ones that have the answer. We cannot do anymore. No one will talk to me. They won't return my calls. I've tried everything. I'm at my wit's end. The only thing I know is that these women and children are going to become homeless. Just contact those who have the power to reinstate us, to get our funding back, where these women and children will not be homeless. And just remember that the 31st of July, there will be 52 people that will be without a home, and we'll be we'll be, well, I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll be trying to find them a place to live or be doing whatever we can for them. So I just want to thank you again so very much, and God bless, and please remember us in your prayers. Thank you.